Om Namah Shivaya. Let us now listen to the continuation of the discourse on Swami means only Kumaraswamy. Saras is watery, that is, Saraswati resides in a watery place. That watery place is intellect. Only when it does not become muddy, she can remain there. But how was it at the time Acharya incarnated? There were a large number of religions. It is said they were 72, confusing the mind with perverse arguments. Jnana Saras, the tank of Jnana, became muddy. Then it was Acharya who, through his preaching of Advaita, removed all the mud, made the Saras clear, and made Saraswati the real Saraswati. There is a shloka to this effect. It begins with Bhaktharam Asadhya. To make Saraswati true Saraswati in this manner, he had to keep aside Saraswati. Then he too blessed Amarasimhan, who had received Saraswati's grace. If that is said, it will be the story of Amarakosham. Amarasimhan admitted his defeat to Acharya. After that, he thought, why should all the books he had written remain in the world? He had written about Jainism as much as Acharya had written all about Advaita. Now that he had admitted the defeat of his philosophy, he thought it would not be right to leave the books he had written. To whatever religion people might belong, there will be among them those who swear by truth and right conduct. For Jains, truth, satyam, and right conduct are very important. When they went to Jnanasambandhamurti for debate, they volunteered to say, if we are defeated, we will go up the scaffold and die. Later, they got defeated in different forms of debates, Kanalvadam, Punalvadam. But the compassionate Sambandhamurti Swamigal did not want to send them to the scaffold. Yet, they said obstinately, we have to live by our word, and went up the scaffold. Some people think Jnanasambandar punished the Jains mercilessly. This is wrong. When he won the debates, and the Pandyan king joined him and gave him all the authority to mete out any punishment to the Jains, he pardoned them. That was his greatness. Still, when to keep up their word, the Jains sacrificed themselves. That was their greatness. The reason why I started saying this is that people of any religion may have total attachment to basic right conduct. Now, Amarasimhan thought that his philosophy, which had been proved wrong, need not remain in the world. Therefore, he lit a big fire and threw into it one by one all his books written on Palimara leaves and reduced them to ashes. All that he wrote with great effort with the grace of Saraswati, he threw into fire with his own hands and burned them for the sake of ideology. Acharya heard about it. He was not one bit happy. On the other hand, he became extremely sorrowful. He came running to Amarasimhan. No, what are you doing? In the world, there will be different views. It is only when several views are there and when they are compared and debated, the intellect of people at different levels will become clear. Only when there is an opposition, we can ourselves analyze the good and the bad in our side. You may belong to any religion. I respect you because you are a great intellectual. You have written books to convey your philosophies as well as you can with your intellectual ability. If the supreme truth is contrary to this, let it be. To the extent that with your intellect you have provided support to your philosophies. There was beauty in it and intellectual brightness. Can you deny all this to the world? Acharya spoke to him thus, held his hand and prevented him from dropping into the fore the last book he had. The book which was in his hand at that time is Amarakosham. If Acharya had not intervened, even that would have been swallowed by fire. Yet, unfortunately, all his books connected with his religion got destroyed. Only the dictionary, the Nigantu, escaped destruction due to our Acharya's mercy. True to its name, Amara, he has made it permanent, Amar. One who compiles a dictionary should not display partiality to his own philosophy or ideology. If there are words relating to other religions, such words should not only be not omitted, but those meanings which those religionists give to them and the specialities which they attach to them should also be given. If need be, it can be said that such and such is the belief of so and so, but there should be no condemnation. Meanings must be given for all words. It is not the job of the compiler of the dictionary to look into whose ideology it represents. Subjecting himself to the rule, Amarasimhan wrote the Amarakosham even when he was a Jain, in a manner that even today all Sanskrit students can learn by rote what he has written with a common view. Dictionary, learning by rote, is it an epic or stotra? How to learn it by rote? It may be thought, but Amarakosham with beautiful shlokas is like an epic, stotra, and is convenient for learning by rote. It has become a customary to learn by rote. Om Namah Shivaya. We shall listen to the continuation of this discourse in the next post. Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Shankara, Jai Jai Shankara, Kanchi Shankara, Kamakoti Shankara.